Hey, want to know the fearless agent cold call strategy? Well, pay attention because I'm about to share that with you. So first step is I want to give you the phrase that you're going to use when cold calling people. Okay, and before I give you that, just to give you an idea who you're going to call, what you want to do is you want to find 4-bedroom, 2-bath homes with people that have equity. There's very cool tools out there like Remind, where now you can search people that live there for at least 7 years, have at least 25% equity. Remember, equity, it has the smell of mothballs and Bengay. A lot of people will have equity if they've lived there a while. That's a key strategy in when you're calling cold calls in order to have more sellable leads come up. Okay, what you want to be able to do is circle that area on a map. You can upload that data from Cold Realty Resource, mention the WGR or Fearless Agent, they'll probably give you a discount. And also you can look at sources like Mojo. I use Mojo, I use Cold Realty Resource. These are a couple of places, okay? And then there's Remind that can do some targeted searching, which by the way, Mojo is coming up with a really cool thing in the next few months. You guys are gonna wanna pay attention to that, okay? Then you wanna start calling. And my suggestion is you call based on time blocks of time and monitor how many people are answering per hour. If you're only getting 2 or 3 or 4 answers per hour, call a different group. You wanna be getting like 15 answers or more per hour when you're just cold calling. Here's the line that you're gonna use. Hi, this is Colton, Lindsay with Fearless Agent. My records indicate that you live at blah, 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 right? And they're gonna say, yeah, whatever, right? So you wanna move quickly into this spot because a lot of data, here's where you guys are getting stuck. A lot of data is incorrect, meaning you'll call that house or that number and it's not the right person's number. Put in the comments down below if you've ever cold called someone and they're actually not the person you were calling. That's okay because what's important is you're having conversations with people. So you wanna go, hi, blah, 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 blah. The reason for my call, here's the line you're gonna use. The reason for my call is my records indicate you live at this house, and they're gonna say yes or no. If they say no, okay, no problem. Maybe you can help me. I'm calling to see if you might be thinking of selling your house. How simple is that conversation? I'm calling to see if you might be thinking of selling your house. Then they're gonna say yes or no. And you're gonna hear a lot of no's, but that's okay. When they say a yes, you're gonna move down that path to ask them like a friend, where are you moving? What's your time frame? What takes you to that place? Awesome. And you're going to close them for an appointment. Now, if they tell you no, you're gonna say, no worries. Do you have any plans of moving ever? And then they're gonna tell you yes or no. Oh yeah, but not for 6 months or 10 months, or whatever. That's cool. Then you want to be able to grab their information and put them into a follow-up plan. I call it the people farm. You wanna put them into a follow-up plan. Okay, so a couple of tips. When you're doing this is number one, your outcome is to set an appointment. So every lead you come across that says they're thinking of selling a house, whether it's now or in a year from now, ask them to meet because you never know what might change for them. And the second thing is if you can't set an appointment with them, you want to put them into a long-term follow-up. The absolute best way to make a lot of money in cold calling is that you capture people that are thinking of moving down the road and then you stay in touch with them by calling them and asking them when they're ready. And guess what? Motivation changes over time. So I would say call them more versus less. A good strategy is if they are thinking in 6 months, call them in 3 or maybe even 2, right? Cut that time in half. That's a fearless agent strategy. So the outcome is simple. Set an appointment or put them into your follow-up. The real money, and I wish I would have found this out earlier on, real money is made in the follow-up. That is where you get the best leads with the less competition, but here's what's required, folks. You have to call them every single day. So you cold call first, you get leads to follow up with, and with enough time, you should have an hour to 2 hour of follow-up phone calls every single day, which is just the best way to prospect because you guys, guess what? This system, when you're calling people that have already mentioned they're thinking of making a move, you're calling people that are having their hands raised like, listen, it's on our mind. We're thinking about doing this. Appreciate y'all being here. Those are the words, so I'll just go over the words real quickly. Hey, just call and see if you might be thinking of selling your house. They say yes, awesome. Where are you moving? What takes you there? What's important about that? How soon would something crazy like that happen? And you go in to use the magic question if you knew 100% for certain, blah, 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 blah. You've heard it a million times. If you haven't, call Bob Leffler, go to fearlessagent.com, and then you're going to see if early afternoons or evenings work better, and you're going to set the appointment. Then the other part is they're gonna be no, and you're gonna find out maybe it's 6 months down the road and you're gonna follow up with them. Fearlessagent.com, get a hold of Bob Leffler, the man, the myth, the midget, the bald afro man, but he is the guy that will lead you to success with the exact right words in real estate. And to be honest, folks, I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it weren't for him. smacking me around clear back in 2006. So thank you so much for being here. We'll see you guys later.